Hey everyone, how's it going? It is Saturday night, or very early Sunday morning, however you want to look at it. So, starting this on a different day, it is 1:06 a.m. Saturday night. Just hanging out with baby Bella. She's decided that she's ready for bed, so she took the recliner. And I think she's bathing, so we'll give her some privacy. So yeah, I was bored tonight, so decided to go ahead and start this. Did not feel like doing. I was going to do a Saturday night horror this week. We'll do it next week. Just did not feel like doing it tonight. Starting the vlog right now was a spur of the moment thing as well. So yeah, as most of you may have seen, was not a good week for me, to say the least. Not a good week at all. Most of you saw my video from the hospital and then the updates, so most of y'all know what happened. For those who do not know what happened, Monday morning, this past Monday morning around 8 a.m., I had an episode of AFib, and my defibrillator decided to shock me 4 or 5 times in a row. It was at least 4. That was terrifying. Never want to go through that again. So, ended up going to the hospital, and of course found out that it was not supposed to have shocked me all those times. So I've been shocked 6 or 7 times since having this defibrillator put in January, and every single time they've said that it wasn't supposed to. So I requested an appointment with my cardiologist to have the shock function turned off. They called me back Friday or yesterday and told me that since I have an appointment on the 14th for a device check, I could talk to them then about turning the shock function off. And I'm going to, and hopefully they will turn it off that day. As I said before, I regret having this device put in. If I can go back and do it over again, I would not have the defibrillator implanted. I'm basically scared to do anything now because I think it's going to shock me for no reason. I walk extremely slow now. Yeah, it's I wouldn't recommend it. So I'm going to have them turn the shock feature off. From everything I've read, it'll still pace my heartbeat, but it will not deliver a shock. So, and you're probably saying, well, Steven, what if the time comes when it needs to shock you to keep you alive? Well, it's been a good run, folks. I look at it like this. What kind of life would I have being scared and anxious about this thing possibly going off when it's not supposed to? I'd rather just have the shock turned off and have it pace my heartbeat, and make more lifestyle changes to get myself healthier. As I said in one of my other videos, my heart, according to this ultrasound, has gotten stronger. It's still in failure, but it is stronger than it was this past year. I feel like I'm repeating the last 2 videos I did, so I'll just leave it at that. So yeah, excuse me, I just drank some water, so my throat is all scratchy. So, I have an appointment on the 14th at the Heart and Vascular Center in town. They're going to do a device check to make sure it's working properly. I can tell you it is not. And while I'm there, I'm going to ask them to turn off the shock function. I asked when I was in the hospital, and they wouldn't even answer my question. They gave me a runaround and started saying stuff that had nothing to do with what I was asking them. So I'm gonna have to fight with them to get it turned off. But ultimately, it's my decision, and it is legal to have your shock function turned off. I looked it all up. So yeah, I'm gonna do that. I wish I would have never had it put in. Honestly, I wish I never would have done it, and I cannot recommend it to anybody at all. So anyway, so yeah, before that happened, I had filmed footage for last week's vlog, and I was showing you my new books that came in. I got all my books in. I finished reading the one I was reading when I went in the hospital. I started reading that book, Eruption, by Michael Crichton. And so I got 6 more over here I'm going to show you now, as I get up slowly. So yeah. And I'm sure I've shown some of these to you already. We have the Dark Frigate. We have Island of the Blue Dolphins, which I swear I've read when I was a child. We have Ocean Prey. We have Left for Dead, Shipwreck, Treachery, and Survival at the Edge of the World. And then we have 2 from my favorite author, Michael Crichton. We have Rising Sun. And we have Disclosure. Right now I'm reading his book, Eruption. And when I'm done reading Eruption, the next one I'm going to read is Ocean Prey. So there we go. Got a good amount of books here waiting on me. I'm making the switch to hardcover books because of the paperback books. The way I read them, like the cover just always gets bent back and it won't stay flat. So I'm making the switch to hardcover. Hey, pretty girl. Hello, my sweet cat. Hello, Bella. And I had another medication added to my pharmacy here, so I'm on 6 different medications now. Yay me. So yeah, there you see it. It is 1:13. Well, maybe you can't see it. It is 1:14 a.m. I just watched a video from the New 80s Revolution, his Nup All Day, which yeah. So I'm caught up on that. I might go to bed in the next hour, but until I do, I turn on the Xbox and I'm gonna play a little Farming Simulator 25. Yes, I'm serious. Farming Simulator 25. I've always thought farming was pretty interesting, pretty cool. I would love to work on a farm. I can't now. I can't really do any physical labor anymore, which sucks, but it is what it is. Yeah, I can't lift anything over 10 pounds anymore because of my heart. So that sucks. So working on a farm is out of the question unless I'm like sweeping up silos or something. But yeah, I watch a lot of farming videos on YouTube. Cole the Corn Stars, the main one I watch. I always play the Farming Simulator games. I haven't done too much on this one. Just got it the other day. So I'm going to play that for a little while. And probably go to bed around 2. So get up around 8 or 9. My new medication they put me on, I have to take it every 12 hours. So I have to make sure I don't miss that. The new medication they put me on is supposed to keep my heart from beating too fast. Excuse me. So so far it's been working. Yeah. So it's weird starting the vlog on a Saturday night, but it is what it is, man. So yeah, we'll be back to Saturday Night Horror next week, and I'm about to play some Farming Simulator 15, and might call it a night in about an hour. Who knows? Alright, so I stayed up later. than anticipated. It is 4:24 a.m. and I'm going to bed, man. My eyes are heavy. I'm tired. I'm sleepy. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Alright, everyone. It is 12:30 p.m. Got 8 hours of sleep, so that's good. Got breakfast / lunch. Nice banana. Just gonna eat my banana and motivate myself to shave. Probably take a shower afterwards. So yeah, right now I'm just gonna eat my banana and probably shave, take a hot shower when I'm done. So I'll be back. But first, almost forgot. April 23rd, Bella's birthday. Alright, well, I feel better now. Not looking so scraggly. Let's go see Bella. Let's go see my queen. Hey, Bella. Hi. Hello with your crusty eyes. Hello, Bella. You don't have to get up. What? You don't have to get up, pretty girl. Almost shocked me on your ear there. Hi. Hello. Hello, my sweet cat. Be careful. Don't want you to roll off. Listen to you purring. I hear you purring. I hear you purring. Love you, Bella. Here's my good girl. You're such a sweet cat. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. My sweet girl. Careful, Bella. You're right on the edge. You're right on the edge, pretty girl. Yeah. Careful, Bella. Bella, you're making me nervous. You were hanging off the edge. I don't want my Bella to fall. Oh. Good girl. There you go. Let's get your belly. Get your belly. Let's get your belly. Love you, Bella. I'm gonna go in the room, okay? I'm gonna go back in the room, Bella. Bye, Bella. Bye, Bella. You're a silly girl. She's such a sweet cat. Alright, so I'm gonna sit down for a little while. It is 1:22 p.m. I'm gonna watch a Cole the Corn Star video. I better not show it. I don't know if he copyright claims or not. But yeah, I'll watch that for a little while and find something to do. Alright, everyone. It is 3:47 p.m. Sunday afternoon. I think I'm gonna go out front and watch a couple episodes of Buffy the Vampire Slayer. I'm halfway through season 3 right now, and I'm still enjoying it. So, hopefully the trend continues. Hey everyone, it is 8:12 p.m. Watched a few episodes of Buffy the Vampire Slayer, so I'm on episode 17 of season 3. So I think there's 4 or 5 episodes left. then I'm done with season 3. But right now, I saw the New 80s Revolution put a new video up on YouTube, so we're gonna check that out now. Let's go ahead and cut the TV on. I just gave Bella her 8 o'clock treats. She came in the room and got me. She knows when it's 8 o'clock. So she came and got me, got her treats. She's good to go. Ugh, this guy right here. Paging Mr. Morrow. I used to watch him all the time. Now I can't stand him. Here we go. Saturday morning cartoons on Sunday. Let's eat some Fruit Loops. Let's get past the ads first. Also sick of seeing Wawa ads. They built a Wawa in town and they act like it's the greatest thing ever. Alright, so we're going to watch this video and I'll be back with you. That's right. Watching Boy Meets World is streaming on Disney Plus. Boy Meets World was one of my favorite shows when I was younger. I actually have the entire series on DVD coming in the mail sometime next week, so that's awesome. When I was in the hospital flipping through channels, I came across an episode of Boy Meets World, and it reminded me of how much I loved the show when I was younger. I don't know if, well, most of y'all will probably remember on ABC every Friday night they had something called TGIF. It was like Family Matters, Step by Step, Boy Meets World, Sabrina the Teenage Witch. At one point it was Perfect Strangers. I loved TGIF. That was like one of the highlights of the week for me. Every Friday night at 8 o'clock I'd stop what I was doing and I'd watch TGIF. And Boy Meets World was my favorite show on the TGIF block. And another thing about TGIF is I remember every year it seemed like every show would have an episode taking place in Disney World, so I always thought that was cool. But yeah, when I watched TGIF when I was younger, it was on my little 12 to 13 inch TV that would sit right there. I had a dresser drawer by that window. I would sit on top of the dresser drawer in front of that window and watch TGIF on my tiny little TV over here. And now I got it on the OLED, the OLED. God, look how young you are. Look how young they are, man. This is season 1, episode 1, the pilot episode. Now, when I was in the hospital, the episode that came on was Cory and Topanga's honeymoon. So that was like the last season. There's seven seasons altogether. This is a really good show, man. I think I actually have I have this on bootleg DVDs, but the quality is horrible. So I went ahead and I found the complete series on DVD for $20. Or technically $19.99, but you know what I mean. And that was a hell of a deal, so I had to jump on it. So yeah, when I'm not watching Buffy out front, I'll be watching Boy Meets World in my man cave here, in the room, the sanctuary. It was a good show, and it brings back good memories. Like I said, I loved TGIF when I was younger. TGIF was awesome. TGIF on Friday nights, Snick on Nickelodeon on Saturday nights. Y'all remember Snick? Are You Afraid of the Dark? Ren and Stimpy, all that. Roundhouse. I could make a whole video about Nickelodeon. So anyway, let me go ahead and watch season 1, episode 1 of Boy Meets World. Alright, so that's his brother Eric Matthews, and I remember in later seasons they made Eric a complete moron. I don't know how it's possible. Eric got dumber and dumber every season until he was just a complete and absolute moron. So I don't know what was going on with that character. Alright, so I'm on episode 2 of Boy Meets World. And man, what a good show. This is bringing back a lot of good memories. I always wanted to have Corey Matthews' childhood. How he had all his whole group of friends there, always having fun together. I always wanted that for myself. But anyway, I'm going to watch another episode or two of Boy Meets World, and I'll be back with y'all. Oh, I forgot to show y'all something. I had something come in the mail Monday when I was in the hospital that I was going to show you on last week's vlog had I not been in the hospital. So, this came in the mail Monday. A Nightmare on Elm Street on 4K. Finally, the first one finally got a 4K release. And I swear I saw something that said Friday the 13th Part 2 was getting a 4K release as well. Just don't know when. And much to my joy and surprise, Lethal Weapon is finally getting a 4K release. Don't know the release date yet, but it's up for pre-order on Amazon right now. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and watch another episode of Boy Meets World. See y'all later. Alright, so I'm on episode 3 of Boy Meets World. I can't turn it off, man. I'm really enjoying it. And as I said earlier, I wanted Corey Matthews' childhood. How he had his whole big group of friends, and well, not really big group. He had his circle of friends for years and years and years through childhood up until college. The girl he knew in middle school became his wife, mother of his child. I always wanted that for myself, man. So I enjoy watching this. I don't know, I'm about to jump into a rabbit hole, I guess. I always wanted that for myself, man. The group of friends that always did everything together, from childhood to adulthood, we're still friends, which I do have friends that I've been friends with since middle school, that I'm still friends with now. We're just, they live farther away now. They don't live here anymore. And I always wanted to find that special somebody. You know what I mean? Like, they say there's someone out there for everyone. I'm convinced that there's no one out there for me. 42 years old, I have not found that person yet. I don't know, man. I try not to think about it now because of everything that's going on. Like, in all honesty, I don't know how much time I have left. And I try not to think about that, but how do I say it? I don't know. I guess I just don't want to be alone at the end of my life. You know what I mean? I don't know. I just kind of wish there was someone out there for me. But anyway, enough about that. I'll go ahead and finish this episode of Boy Meets World. Hi, Bella. Hello, Bella. I got your recliner set up for you. Yeah, the recliner's all ready for you, pretty girl. Go lay in your recliner with your eye boogers. Hello, Bella. Hello, my sweet cat. Hello, Bella. Alright, everyone. It is 12:10 a.m. Played a little bit of Madden 25. I'm doing a franchise with a friend of mine. I used the Carolina Panthers for 3 seasons. I went to 2 Super Bowls, won one of them, and decided to go coach another team, and I went to the Rams. They were the worst team that offered me a contract, so I went to them. Going to try to turn them around. So, played one game on that, and now I'm back to watching more. You guessed it. Boy Meets World. So yeah, like I said, whenever I'm not watching Buffy the Vampire Slayer in the front room, I'm going to be watching Boy Meets World in here. And when I finish Boy Meets World, which will be a while, I'm going to watch Girl Meets World because I've only seen like 1 or 2 episodes of that one. So that's going to be like watching a whole new series for me, watching Girl Meets World. But Boy Meets World, as I said earlier, awesome show, one of my favorites. And I'm very envious of Corey Matthews' childhood, like I said before. So I always wanted to stay single. I always enjoyed my freedom, but as I've gotten older, I kind of wish that I would have found that special someone, you know? Found someone to fall in love with, marry, have a family with, and just live the rest of my life with. I'll be 43 in June, so realistically, the time has passed on that, especially having children. I don't know, man. I just kind of wish I would have found that special someone, you know? I've enjoyed my freedom, but like I said, as I've gotten older, you kind of want to have someone to spend your life with, share your life with, you know? So, yeah, unfortunately, it looks like that's not in the cards for me, but hey, it is what it is, man. It is what it is. Yeah. So, like I said, man, this may come as a shock. And I say that sarcastically, but I was never popular in school. I was the kid who got made fun of and bullied in middle school and high school. Never had a girlfriend in middle school and high school, so kind of wish that was different. Like I said, kind of wish I would have found the one. But, you know, it is what it is, man. It is what it is. So anyway, now it's 12:14 a.m. Probably watch an episode or 2 of Boy Meets World, and then we'll see what's going on. I might go to bed afterwards, I don't know yet. Excuse me. Excuse me. Alright, so watch another episode of Boy Meets World. I've watched the first 5 episodes so far. So, that series should go by pretty quick. Like I said, whenever I watch Buffy the Vampire Slayer, I have to watch with Mom because she's into it now. So she wants to watch it too. So, when we're not watching Buffy, I'll be in here watching Boy Meets World, and I think I'll be done with that before I'm done with Buffy. Anyway, it is 1 a.m. on the dot. I think I'm going to call it a night and go to bed. I'm going to wrap this up for the week. So yeah, nothing excited, which is par for the course. That's how it usually goes with these. And yeah, so anyway, I hope y'all enjoyed this week's vlog, and we'll see you on the next video, whatever that may be. Might be a random ramblings. I gotta change that. I can't stand calling it random ramblings. But yeah, that'll probably be the next one. Anyway, appreciate y'all watching. Hope y'all enjoyed it. Catch you on the next one. Y'all take care.